Good morning and welcome to Soldier Creek Bison. Finally, a day where we can record without wind. I was really trying to keep my New Year's resolution, but was struggling to do so because the wind was horrible. Every video I reviewed, I was like, I'm not posting that. That's just absolutely horrible. But today we have no wind, so I'm gonna try to post a video. I know you're hungry. Give me just a second. So I'm gonna unroll a hay bale here. Show you the buffalo. They are all right up here and waiting. We got our Greg Judy bale unroller, and we're gonna unroll a bale of hay. So one of the questions I often get is, why buffalo? And quite honestly, on days like today, I'm not even sure why myself. You know, it's 7 degrees here. I can't feel my hands. I've even got heated gloves, although they constantly turn off. And it's brutal out here sometimes. But I guess the genesis of the story was we were living in Colorado, and I was looking to make a change. You know, I'd lived in the suburbs most of my life. And my mother was in town. We were taking her up through Colorado, going to show her around. And we came across this lone mature buffalo. And like a lot of tourists, we kind of pulled over, took a look, and just something happened. I mean, it's just like a lightning bolt. Just looking at that mature male, he's looking at me, and something told me, this is it. This is what you need to be doing. So as luck would have it, the National Bison yearly conference was, you know, like a week away. So I signed up, went in to check it all out. And as luck would have it, I ran into Debbie and Ray Tiemann. They own Prairie Ridge Buffalo, been in the business for a long time, out of Lyman, Colorado. And they couldn't have been more welcoming. They invited me to come work the roundup, answered all my questions. And so I left that conference with some additional enthusiasm. You know, going into it, you're wondering, you know, what am I getting into? Is this something, you know, I think I want to do? But coming out of that, I was excited. So it was probably another 2 or 3 years. You know, I got to work with other producers, Michael Billings out of Western Missouri. Talk with Dave Carter. I think he's the chief executive of the National Bison Association. And others. You know, that's the one thing about the National Bison Association, and just kind of anyone in this business, is they're so welcoming. You know, is there competition? Yeah, absolutely. But there's not nearly as many buffalo as there are cattle. And, you know, they're trying to grow this organization and get more people to get into the buffalo business. So everyone's been very encouraging just across the board. So, you know, it came time to put pen to paper, so to speak, and we spent some time looking around Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, South Dakota, and all of those have beautiful places. But at the end of the day, there was just something about eastern Kansas that I really liked. I liked the tall grass prairie. I mean, it had the right mix of trees versus grass. I had good water. I had, you know, access to the internet, utilities, etc. And so it just all kind of worked out. And plus my wife, she doesn't do well with the cold, so obviously neither do I. So I don't think Montana would have worked out very well for us. So we've been here since January 2020. I have about 71 head right now. We do we are a cow-calf operation. Our goal is just to produce calf crop every year and sell it off. The vast majority of these are first-time cows. They had their first calf last year. I've got probably 6 or 7 that should be having their first calf this year. And then I did hold some calves back as replacements. So, you know, there's a lot that goes into getting into something like this. You can't just jump right into it. It's not easy, both financially and mentally. To get into something like this, it takes a lot of time and perseverance. but it can be done. You don't have to start off this large. You can start off with something smaller. And it's very, very rewarding, especially like today when the wind's not blowing. So I guess that's the long and short of it. That's how I got into buffalo. Hope you guys have a good day.